Hey everyone, it's Jeff, and today we are going to be playing Kethis Legends because it's like the funnest thing to do, and it's the one card that I feel like I haven't really done justice with. Like I did the one deck with Ixalan where we're getting extra treasures each turn as well, which was great, but I also had like 93 cards in the deck. It was just more of a fun deck. I decided to go ahead and try to tone it down into an actual decent deck here. I haven't tested this one out a ton yet, but from what I've seen before, at least as far as a Kamal's Val deck in the past did, it has potential here. It just is a combo deck, so we have to make it work. So the idea is Kethis Hidden Hand, getting all of our legendary spells that cost a lot less, or one less, and then you can exile 2 legendary cards from your graveyard until end of turn. Each legendary card in your graveyard gains, you may play this card from your graveyard. So the main combo is with Kamal's Val. So we can play Kamal's Val X5, or sorry, for 5 X3, maybe get one thing out, but if we hit like our bigger creatures or something else, then they go into the graveyard, and we can exile 2 of those to, or if something else dies, because there's a chance a lot of things die, we can even play 2 Mox Ambers to get something else into the graveyard. We can then replay Kamal's Val from our graveyard, which gets us lands and legendary permanent cards based off the number of whatever X is. Look at the top X cards of your library. You may put any number of land and or legendary permanent cards with converted mana cost X or less onto the battlefield to put the rest into the graveyard. That's what it says. Anyway, so that's kind of the dream. We have a lot of things to help us ramp us up first off. So we have our Llanowar and Marwyn, which is great. Some Paradise Druids. So that will give us a little bit of ramp. But the other idea here is that we have lots of early game legends that can also turn on our Mox Amber, still be able to be hit by our Kamal's Val, so it has extra synergy within that as well. They all are, Imara is also an elf, which helps us grow Marwyn. Kethis and Llanowar are also elves, which help us grow Marwyn, which can get us up to where we would like to be, which is spending 10 mana for Kamal's Val. Once we hit 10 mana with Kamal's Val, as long as it's not countered, we win the game, basically. It's really hard to lose the game from that point. The only issue is that we do sometimes lose because Urza's Ruinous Blast isn't a permanent. It will also go to the graveyard, but that's also a legendary that we can sacrifice to then play things from the graveyard, so it's nice. But we do want to make sure we find Urza's Ruinous Blast, which exiles all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. Huge, huge, huge against a lot of matchups. Wipes a lot of things. And then otherwise, we just have tons of legendary, awesome value, towny kind of stuff. And so let's go ahead and get into the gameplay, see how this does for us, and wish me luck.
Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to FusionGamingOnline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below.
All right, up against Moon for a Head. Great. Have you guys ever had those days where like the words you say just don't sound right? I've been having that all day long, and it's been really awkward. Man, well, we have Llanowar, and if we find a legend, we can actually go off and hit a Kamal's Val really early, and the chances of us having a 2 or 3 drop legend within the next few turns is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this because most of our deck is 2 or 3 drop legends. There are 4 drops as well that we can hopefully hit, and then we have a bunch of other stuff. So just pass the turn, see what we can do here. I'm sure opponent was like, why did they stop after that point? That's weird. Well, that's not exactly what we're looking for. But we have another turn before it's like, oh man, we should have drawn something by now. Otherwise, this was a risky keep. It all comes down to this draw. Drown Secrets. That's bad. That's also not great. Oh no. Well, we're gonna play it, I guess. Pass turn. All right, so Mox Amber can only tap for mana based off a legendary creature or planeswalker. It's the colors among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control. So if we don't have a legendary planeswalker creature, we cannot use that at all. So don't mill our lands here. Don't you even think about it. Oh, they're milling themselves. I just realized that. They milled over a Jace right away. Unsummon, hitting Llanowar, I'm sure. Narcomoeba comes out. Yep. All right, come on. Give us something here, deck. And Amara would be great. Godless Shrine. All right, land is also not terrible. I mean, it's not what we're looking for, but we at least get Vivian on the next turn, which can start destroying the Drown Secrets. And pass the turn with a land. We still need to find a land. All right. Ashiok. Ashiok's good. Gets to mill themselves and then exile our graveyard, which we don't necessarily want to have happening to us. Beacon Bolt. Okay. Dude, her voice is so freaky. Only targets a creature. That's good. All right, land is still the best possible thing to happen for us here. We found a stinking land. All right, sweet. So, Vivian. So here's the question. Do they have a shock? Narcomoeba won't be able to get here. Do they have any... I don't have anything else yet. Let's go ahead and tick up here instead of getting the Drowned Secrets. Land would be nice. So if we play the land, we actually get a bigger Kamal's Judic Vow. So let's go ahead and grab the land. And pass the turn. So next turn, as long as we keep Vivian alive, which is the whole purpose of ticking up there, we get to Kamal's Judic Vow, hopefully not have it countered. And Urza's Ruinous Blast would be great too. Dang it, man. Yeah. Yep. We're down to 9 as well. These, all this stuff has been a lot. The Creeping Chills, are they exiled every time? It's been a lot. Okay, Beacon Bolts. Nope. Do they have the Jace in hand is the question. We only have seen one Jace so far, and it's in their graveyard. But they might just be killing us before that even happens, so...
Let's see if you're
we tick up again to not have it die to all these guys here. I'd love to be able to grab this Urza's Ruinous Blast. All we're playing is the Kamal's Judic Vow. We already have a land, right? So let's go ahead and got Eternal Ketra. I probably should have got the flyer. Pass the turn. Shalai probably would have been better. But hopefully we can get to play this for quite a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So X6. They do have the Arc-like Phoenixes now in the graveyard. All right. Down to 5. I just don't think we can come back in time. We have to hit some amazing stuff with the top of our deck here. Another Arc-like Phoenix. This is only instants and sorceries, so they haven't cast that many of those yet. If we can find a Lyra, we can come back. Actually, they have Beacon Bolt, though. We're down to 2. Yeah, we're basically dead. The last Creeping Chill. So creepy. All right, so Isolated Chapel. Tap for green. Play Mox Amber. Yes. Keep this one. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So X6. See if they have a counter. They've been holding on to one card this whole time. Let's see if they have anything. All right, Kethis. Absolutely nothing good. All right, submit. Ender's tapped. Yeah, Ender's tapped anyway, so... and then we will concede. I just wanted to see if we could go off with that. If we found flyers, if we found a Lyra, a Shalai, which we already put Shalai to the bottom, there was a chance of coming back there, but they just were going off and we could not keep anything on the battlefield. Let's go again. All right, up against Breakfast Hulk. I like it. All right, bring it on, Breakfast. Dude, that just sounds like... It's kind of interesting. All right, we're going to keep this. We have Marwyn into Kamal's Vowel. Hopefully we find some ramp along the way. Ooh. Red with Marwyn, not very good, though. Alright, Godless try and tap, pass the turn. Maybe we just go for Gideon. Alright, shocks our face. Skewer the critics. Okay, all the burn is going face, so we're going to play this even just as a something to not hit our face now. And if we find land for Kamal's X3, that'll be great. Hopefully it's enough. Okay, Legion War Boss. Yep, no blocks. Land would be amazing. This Nissa would also not be terrible. We're close to this Lyra as well, huh?
The weak at every opportunity. I believe in you, friend.
And pass the turn. Well, we have a pretty big Kamal's Druidic Vow, if nothing else, next turn. We also have Lyra, which is pretty good. Let's see if they go face here. Lyra might just be what we need to do. Alright, this is just protecting our life total. We are fine with this. Yep, no blocks.
Bravery wasn't enough.
Just making sure we can't play this another way. So 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, we wouldn't have enough. We only have one forest. All right, so play the Lyra. No attacks, pass the turn. Kamal, the best thing we could have hit with our Kamals was the Lyra there, and so gotta go for that. Try to gain the life. Stay in this game as best we can, and next turn we get the Kamal and hopefully get enough creatures to go wide here. All right, so block there, and we will... 5, we gain 5, that's fine. Alright, down to 14. Pay 2. X5. Land, Dovin. Alright, we get everything. Submit 5. Yes! Whoo, that's good. Alright. We can even play another one, but not for one. That's okay. Let's go ahead and stop a Scorch Spitter.
I find your attacks unoffensive.
So we also can't deal damage to it, so that's a good thing to remember. So pass the turn. I guess this can also be done on one of our creatures at some time too, just to make sure nothing is dealt damage to it. If they find a Conclave Cavalier, that's when life gets bad. They are going very wide here. We are taking damage. But we are going to gain life before anything else. His shouldn't do anything. Alright, let me block. There we go. Alright, up to 16. Take a ton of damage. Down to 8. And 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, Kamal X9. And the great thing too is that all the lands come in untapped. So if we just hit a ton of lands here, we can still play a lot of our stuff. So we don't want to pay too much life though for it. So we'll have to make sure. All right, so there we go. How many lands was it? Let's have Enter tapped. Oh, I don't remember how many we had. So we could have been able to play the Nissa. Oh, I should have swung in. Keep this one. In fact, I can still exile stuff, and but I can play Kamal's again this way, so that's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and let's just tick up. We don't actually can't do much else at the moment. Zatalpa for next turn. Yep. That sounds good. Okay. Let's go ahead and tick down on Scorch Spitter.
The fault is not in our stars, but in ourselves.
And pass the turn. So the worst possible thing to happen here is let's actually swing in with Amara. Creating another lifelinker is what's more important here for us. Pass the turn. So we can gain 6 life. If they have a Conclave what's it? The Cavalcade? That's when life is bad. Probably just kills the lifelinker right away. Yep. And I'd probably just swing all in. They have 8 damage. Yeah, they don't have enough for lethal. 9, 10 with the counter. All right, we're fine with this. Yeah, that doesn't do anything because of everything else. So we're actually killing the elementals. These guys have to swing in every turn, which is some ways actually good for us because we gain the life every turn off of Lyra. And now once we play this Shalai as well. So we're actually going to go Oketra, Shalai. We might just play a lot of things from hand. So Oketra, Shalai, Nissa, Temple Garden tapped. I forgot that we have so much more mana here too. Can we just swing in now? Alright, tick up.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Ronus will be nice for next turn. So I guess we win next turn. All these guys have to swing in. We gain a lot of life here. We give them, they still have the chance of finding the Cavalcade of Calamity. So let's, I guess still in the Scorch Spitter.
Well equipped to deal with nuisances.
Oh, I guess I do have this, huh? All right. This lets us gain a lot of life with Lyra, so... And everything gets Vigilance as well, right? So now we swing in with everything. And we actually... Pretty close to just lethal. Whew! Oh man, that was... Man, these aggro matchups are really hard for this deck, but we made that happen. If they ever found the Cavalcade, we would have died, but... that's the issue with that deck, is that sometimes you just don't find it. And if people bring out a Lyra or something like that, it's really hard to win the game. So, oh, that was awesome. That was really cool. All right, up against Lucas CZ. Bring it on, Lucas. And, yep, this looks good. Amara, Mox Amber, Marwyn. Yeah, we'll keep it. I'm debating if we want to go Paradise Druid first, but I don't think so. Overgrown Tomb tap, pass the turn. We'd like to find a Llanowar so we can play with the Amara. That would be beautiful. Another Mox Amber. The issue is we don't get to grow Marwyn this way. We can Amara, double Mox Amber, and play Paradise Druid. Then Marwyn into Kamal's Druidic Vow. Hopefully they don't have board wipe of some sort. That's a little interesting. Or we can go for a bigger Kamal's Druidic Vow. Let's go ahead and do this. This is a great turn 2 play, so like I don't feel bad about this. All right, so Paradise Druid and pass the turn. Hopefully Amara stays alive. Pays for it, all right. Okay, swing in with Amara first. I'm trying to see if they have like a counter here for this. All right, down to 16. Let's play Marwyn. Hopefully it resolves. We'd love to find some lands. A land would have been really great to have there. All right, Growth Spiral. All right, they're not that far away from a board wipe on turn 5. So hopefully... I mean, Kamal's Druidic Vow we want to go for just to get some lands out. Deputy of Detention. What do you take? Amara? That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's actually one of the better things to have taken. All right, Llanowar just grows the Marwyn, so it's fine. All right, so X3. Yeah, I guess that's all that we got, huh? We could wait another turn. We could play the Marwyn to grow the Marwyn. Oh, we hit everything. How about that? That is not common. Tapped and... yeah, just tapped. We don't have 3 mana for this. I could swing in there, but no reason to. Indestructible. Yeah. No attacks. Gonna keep him as more of a blocker for... I guess Gideon doesn't really matter from the 1 point of damage here. This is the issue, though, is that we are empty-handed, but we have lots of stuff on the board, which sometimes is just what you need to do. Circuitous Route. This isn't Gates, is it? No. Huh. Well, that's not great. So play the Marwyn, keep the other Marwyn.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
Right, swing it in. Down to 9 and pass the turn. We'd love to find something else we can play here. I mean, we're still in the game at the moment. Let's see if they have board wipe, though. If they have a board wipe, we at least get our Amara back. Like, that's the issue with playing Deputy of Detention with any kind of board wipe. All right, Deputy hits Marwyn. Oh, hits Gids. All right.
Another day, villain.
Scape Shift. All right. So this is a Scape Shift deck. I was wondering if it would be. Once I saw the Circuitous Route, I figured that's a pretty good way to win with this. So if we find a Kamal's Druidic Vow, we're still in the game. If we don't, and we have like 2 turns. I'm not sure if we have 2 turns. They had a lot of lands out there. So they're probably going to create about 20 zombies. If we can bring out like 6 to 7 creatures next turn, some of them having lifelink, we can live. If we don't, we're dead. So, Blast Zone. How did I come in untapped? That must be some sort of weird glitch or whatever, but there's no reason that should come in untapped. Ooh, and it has X2 on it? What the? Okay, that was really weird. Well, land and... yeah, play it. Keep this one. All right, so 16 times 2 is dead. So we are going to concede. Oh man, well that was a really cool combo. They really didn't do anything besides play Deputy of Detention and play those guys though. So it's really good. Field of the Dead is a very powerful card. Let's go one more time. I mean, we had a really great hit with Kamal's Druidic Vow, getting 2 lands and a Gideon. So, and that's what we're trying to show here is that this Kamal's Druid Vow is powerful, especially with how many cheap legends there are. You could play a deck that's all just cheap legends as well and probably do pretty well. In fact, that might be a pretty fun way to go about it. But heck, that actually might be a really good way to go about it. We have Marwyn, we have Kamal's, but we have 2 tapped lands. I'm going to mulligan and be a little bit greedy. I think that we have to be with this deck. This is amazing. We dropped the Nissa? I guess Amara isn't amazing. We already have things we're wanting to play around that time frame. So we'll be a little bit more greedy on the Nissa. Alright, pay the 2 life, Llanowar. We can play Kethis on turn 2. Make Nissa cheaper. But would that actually get her out quicker? If we hit another land, then yeah. Yeah, this is a good blocker for this guy as well, so let's go ahead and bring out Kethis. That's a pretty cool animation, by the way. Don't go killing my dude. That's just rude. Alright, Dreadhorde Butcher. Can't swing in. Love that. Nissa. Yep. We like that a lot. We're going to tap the black mana because we have multiples of those. I should have swung in first. And no attacks. Pass the turn. And this is a fast start. I mean, turn 3, what do you do against this? Judith is a good start. Okay, that would do some stuff. But yeah, if they're not going to be going for anything, it's really hard to make it happen. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he costs 7. Can we play Marwyn and still get it out? No, because we're like at exact amounts. I'm pretty sure Zatalpa coming down though should just make this game. I mean, what do you do about that? That's pretty broken. Oh, and now we can still play Marwyn. We might actually. Do we swing in here? Gutterbones dies. They get to target something. Yeah, no attacks. Play Marwyn. We're allowing them to get in with a possibly pretty big hit. I mean, they can kill some of our stuff if these guys die too. But they have to deal with Zatalpa. Worst thing here would probably be like 2 double Dreadhorde Butcher. Firebrand kills Marwyn and Llanowar, and Paradise Druid. Gutterbones, okay. Yeah, we have a lot of 1 toughness things. As long as we keep our lands alive, though, in Nissa, hopefully getting to the ultimate, I'm not that worried about it. All right, so this is first strike damage. Actually, let's just take the damage there. If they're only swinging for 5, I guess we just take it, right? I mean, down to 9, that's fine. They don't kill any of our stuff right now. If we find a Kamal's Druidic Vow, we get to play it for massive amounts. Okay. Alrighty then. Alright, so you know what? I don't want to give them a chance to respond here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Oh, wait, cancel. 1 more because of Kethis. right, Kamal's Druidic Vow. Oh, it's so fun. Not as many things as we hoped for, though. Yeah, we don't even have anything in hand, so this is fine. All right, and then untap. I guess here.
Behold, nature's true power.
All right, swing in. I'm kind of forcing the issue with the land here. They want to double block, kill it. Great. They can probably block with Fanatical Firebrand and kill some stuff. I'd probably, if I was them, I probably would have been a little bit more aggressive killing my mana stuff, especially with Fanatical Firebrand, which doesn't do much. But now they're taking a lot of damage. Which we can also, I mean, the other side of this too is they can just go face with everything here, and that can be very bad. Yeah, in fact, that's very bad. Dang, man. Oh, they just have lethal on board, don't they? With the Butcher. Yep, now with that too, so that's 4. Yeah. Yeah, good game. If we had been able to find a life linker, then we could have stayed in the game for sure, but it's not on the top of our deck. If we had blocked any differently the last turn, maybe we could have stopped a little bit more damage and kept our other things down, but we also had a lot worse chance of hitting a life linker on this turn. So I'm trying to think if there's any way to do this. You know, so we get to kill Judith this way, actually. Judith dies there. Oh, man, we are so close. So we can't hit the Butcher. Can we hit the Butcher? All right, so, man, we are actually really close to still staying alive with this, but I don't think we can. So they hit us for 5, and then the next turn they can hit us. So, like, this keeps us alive for a turn. But Judith also pings in for 1 point of damage. So it was close, but no cigarettes. Can I play anything from here? No. Yeah, pings 1 at face. And then actually everything goes down in damage. I forgot about that. Ooh. We actually are alive. What? What? Oh, I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Yes! I forgot that because we killed them, they would all lose the power as well. So, oh man. Whew. I was thinking that we lost. I forgot about that 1 extra point of damage for each creature. Oh man, that was sweet. All right, so there you guys have it with Kethis Legends, and Kethis and Kamal's Druidic Vow, such a fun combo. It is just a combo though. It's hard to really make it go crazy. I'd love to be able to play a game where people let us actually play it out a little bit longer and finish. It's hard to actually get to that point, but do I think that this deck has a possibility of being pretty good? I mean, if you combo off and do some crazy things, you can get a Zatalpa out, that kind of stuff out with pretty fast, pretty quick. So yeah. There is some potential with this deck. I don't think it's going to be a consistent one that you're going to play all the time, but if you have all the pieces, which I know it's pretty hard to have all this stuff, it's cool. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.